Good morning, students. Welcome to the digital classroom with Holy Heart Schools. Today, we are going to start with the chapter Rotation and Revolution. In today's video, we will be learning about the rotation of the earth and effects of the earth's rotation. While going through this topic, we will be learning some new words like number 1, rotation. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis. Number 2, revolution. It is the movement of the earth around the sun. Number 3, axis. Axis is an imaginary line passing through the center of the earth on which earth rotates. And number 4, Coriolis effect. Coriolis effect is the force generated due to the rotation of the earth that deflect the winds and ocean currents toward the right in the northern hemisphere and left in the southern hemisphere. Now students, please open up your books on page number 23, chapter number 3, rotation and revolution. But before we start today's topic, let's have a brief about today's topic. The apparent movement of the sun, moon, stars and other celestial bodies gives an impression that all these bodies are moving while we are stationary. Actually, we little realize that it is the earth that is constantly on the move. We do not feel the rotation because we are also moving along the earth at the same speed. The sun rises in the morning, reaches its highest point in the sky around midday, and in evening it sets in the west. This made us believe that sun and moon move around the stationary earth. But this myth was broken by Nicolaus Copernicus. Actually, all the celestial bodies are constantly in motion and are held together because of the gravitational force of one with respect to others. If I talk about the earth here, it experiences two types of motions, rotation and revolution. So now students, let's start with our reading of the topic today. In ancient times, people observed the movement of the heavenly bodies, especially the sun and the moon, with a great interest and anxiety. Anxiety means feeling of nervousness. They noticed that sun rises in the morning, reach its highest point in the sky around midday, means noon at 12 o'clock, and in the evening it sits in the west. This made them believe that the sun and the moon moved around the stationary earth. Actually, they believe that earth is not moving, sun, moon, stars, they are moving. This myth was broken up by the Nicolaus Copernicus, a Polish astronomer. Polish means a person who belongs to Poland, and astronomer, a person who studies about stars, planets, etc. In the 16th century, he proved that earth only appeared to be stationary. Actually, it not only spins on its axis but also moves around the sun. We all know that all the celestial bodies, which includes planets, asteroids, comets, they all revolve around the sun in a fixed orbit. Thus, the earth experiences two types of motions, means movement. One is rotation and one is revolution. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis and revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun. This we have done many times in our junior classes. Now next we are starting up with the rotation of the earth. The spinning of the earth on its own axis is known as rotation. The axis of the earth is an imaginary line passing through the center of the earth. The two endpoints through which axis passes are known as North Pole and South Pole. The axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 from the vertex, and this means that if a line is drawn parallel to the plane of the Earth's orbit, the Earth would make an angle of 66.5 degrees to this line. Now let's understand the characteristics of rotation. Number 1, direction. The Earth completes one rotation from west to east on its axis in 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4.09 seconds, which roughly comes to 24 hours. Number 2, inclination of axis of the earth. Inclination means degree of sloping. The earth is always tilted in the same direction that it is pointing towards the pole star. It means that North Pole is pointing towards the pole star as it is revolving around the sun. Next we have the speed of the earth's rotation. The speed of the earth's rotation at equator is 1670 km per hour. The speed of the rotation at various latitude varies. Now here the question arises that why don't we feel the earth spinning? It is because you and everything else, including oceans and atmosphere, are spinning along with the earth at a same constant speed. Now let's come back to our reading. Rotation of the earth. The earth rotates on its axis from west to east. The axis is an imaginary line passing through the center of the earth. The two end poles of the earth's axis are called north pole, that is 90 degree north, and the south pole, that is 90 degree south. The time taken by the earth to complete one rotation on its axis constitute a day. As we all know that earth takes approximately 24 hours to complete one rotation on its axis, and that constitute a day. The rotation of the earth can be counted in the same way as a rider on merry-go-round counts his rotation by noticing a fixed object which is outside the merry-go-round. Due to the rotation of the earth, half of the earth's surface receives light from the sun and experiences day, and other half of the earth's surface is turned away from the sun and is in the darkness, thus experience night. It simply means that the part of the earth facing the sun will experience day, while the opposite side of that will experience night. There are more hours of sunlight during the summer season than during the winter season, especially in the places located far away from the equator. This we all know that during the summers the days are longer and the nights are shorter, while on contrary in winters the days are shorter and the nights are longer. The poles experience 6 months of complete daylight followed by the 6 months of darkness. The answer lies in the inclination. Inclination means the degree of sloping of the earth's axis, which is inclined at an angle of 66.5 degree from the plane of ecliptic or 23.5 degree from the vertical. In a very simple language, we can say that inclination of the axis at an angle of 66.5 degree and the flat poles are the main reason that the poles experience 6 months of complete daylight followed by the 6 months of darkness. This inclination means degree of sloping of the earth axis is always on the same direction, that is towards the pole star in the celestial sphere. This we have already discussed in starting. The apparent movement. Apparent means seeming real or true of the celestial or heavenly bodies like sun, moon and other stars from east to west is an illusion. Illusion means a false belief created by the rotation of the earth on its axis from west to east. We have such illusion because we say that sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So we think that it rotates in the same manner, but it is not so. The rotation of the earth causes all the parts of the earth's surface except the poles to move in a circular path. This is because all the latitudes are complete circles. When the earth rotates, latitudes also rotate from west to east around the axis, but north pole and south pole are dots, so they remain in their own position and do not move. The speed of the rotation at various latitudes is shown in the table. Although the speed of rotation varies from place to place, it is constant at any given place. That is why we experience no sense of motion. This point we have already discussed in the starting when we have discussed the speed of the earth. The earth takes about 24 hours or 1 day to complete one rotation on its axis. Thus the rotation of the earth is also known as daily motion. Next we are starting up with the effects of rotation. The first effect of rotation is that it causes day and night. The day and night are caused by the rotation of the earth on its axis. This is because the part of the earth that faces the sun has day and its opposite side as night. The next effect is the sunrise and sunset. The time when the sun begins to cast its light in the morning is called dawn. At noon, the sun is overhead, and at dusk, that is in the evening, we see the twilight. Twilight is the light that we see after the sunset. So, here the sun is disappearing in the sky. In the night, as we all know, it is so beautiful and dark. This all is because of the rotation of the earth. Next, we have Coriolis effect. Now we all know that earth is spinning at a great speed. At equator, it is 1670 km per hour. We have already learned that due to the spherical shape of the earth, different part of the earth receives different amount of sunlight. So there is a difference in temperature at different places. Because of the difference in temperature, there will be the difference in pressure. Some places will have high pressure and some other places will have low pressure. And because of the difference in temperature and pressure, wind moves. The wind always moves from high pressure area to the low pressure area. And now when wind is moving on the surface of the earth, the wind bends because of the rotation of the earth. In southern hemisphere, wind bends towards the left, and in northern hemisphere, wind bends towards the right. The next phenomena that we see is that the sun, moon and stars seems to move from east to west. Now you may say that you have seen the sun moving from east to west. But now what about moons and stars? Actually, if we study them in detail, we will see that they all are moving from east to west, and this all is because of the earth spinning from west to east. Now this effect is similar to what one experiences while sitting in the train and looking outside the window. Now what do we generally see? We see trees, buildings moving in an opposite direction to that of the train. The main reason is that train is moving at a very great speed. The same happens with the earth. When you look at the sky, it appears as if the sun, moon, stars are moving. But actually the earth is spinning on its axis. Now the next effect of the rotation is the occurrence of tides and ocean currents. Due to the rotation of the earth, the part of the earth which faces the sun and moon have high tide, and this is due to the gravitational pull exerted by sun and the moon on the earth. We all know that ocean currents move from east to west. This is because of the earth rotation from west to east. The next main effect of rotation that also help in determining the shape of the earth. Earth also generates the centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is the force generated from the centers toward the edges. This is because the earth is spinning at a very great speed. It is the same effect that we see every day in our kitchen when we are operating the mixer. All the chutney will come and stick on the edges of the glass, and this is the reason that along the equator there is a bulge, and earth is said to be spheroid in shape, that it is bulging at the center and flattened from the top. Now students, let's have the reading of this topic. From any point on the surface of the earth, the sun, the moon and the other heavenly bodies appear to move from east to west. This is comparable to the experience of the person sitting in a moving train and getting the impression that objects such as trees, buildings, etc. are moving in the opposite direction. This is because of the spinning of the earth on its axis at a very great speed. Alternate occurrence of day and night is experienced everywhere on the earth's surface. Alternate means occur in turn or periodically. The earth does not have any lights of its own. This we all know, we have studied in our junior classes that planets do not have their own light. They emit the light given by the sun. The rays of the sun on reaching the earth illuminate the side facing the sun. Illuminate means light up, while the other half which is turned away from the sun lies in darkness, as you can see in the image. As the earth rotates from west to east, the part of the earth facing the sun moves into the darkness, while the other part which is in darkness experiences daylight. Thus, due to the earth's rotation, all the parts of the Earth come under the sun and moves away from the darkness. And we all know that sun is the major source of energy on the earth. The rotation of the earth has resulted in the flattening of the earth at the poles and bulging at the equator. Thus, the shape of the earth is not perfect sphere but an oblate spheroid. This is all because of the centrifugal force that I have already explained in the starting of this topic. The earth rotates on its axis from west to east, and so the sun appears to rise in east. Once the direction of the rising sun is known, it is easy to find out the other direction such as west, north and south. We know that opposite of east we have west, to its right we will be having north, and to its left we will be having south. The earth's rotation deflects the air and ocean currents towards the right in the northern hemisphere and towards the left in the southern hemisphere. Such deflection are due to the Coriolis effect. And this also I have explained that how the rotation of the earth helps in bending of the winds in the northern and southern hemisphere. The regular occurrence of tides twice a day is due to the rotation of the earth. The interval between the two successive high tides or two successive low tides is about 12 hours and 26 minutes. We know that tides are caused because of the sun, moon and earth. The difference of time on the earth's surface is also due to the earth's rotation. The earth completes one full circle in about 24 hours. Thus, it covers 1 degree in 4 minutes. Let's understand this by this calculation. Earth rotates on 360 degree in 24 hours. So, in 1 hour, it completes 15 degree, and this comes if we divide 360 degree by 24. Now, we know that Earth rotates 15 degrees in 1 hour. Here we can also say that Earth rotates 15 degree in 60 minutes. So, it covers 1 degree in 4 minutes, and this comes when we divide 60 minutes by 15 degrees. The rotation of the earth also helps us to develop the sense of time. When the sun appears to rise at a particular place, it is referred to as morning time. The time of setting sun is in the west, it is called the evening time. The concept of AM and PM is also due to the rotation of the earth. And we also come to know that it is noon when the sun is overhead, and the shadow formed is the shortest. So students, now this was our topic for the day. Please revise your topic and try to do the related exercises. Thank you.